Hi, everyone. Hope you all doing well. I am a touch sunburned. Otherwise, it's good. I'm less sunburned. Actually, really sunburned. Is it the light? I'm pretty burnt?
No, you're pretty burnt.
Shame. I'm pretty burnt.
You applied a lot of sunscreen.
Thank you for all the congrats. All went well. Nothing is guaranteed. So as much as everyone says something's going to happen, you really don't know until you do the thing. And yeah, I only lost 1 point. Shame. I thought it would have been really cool to lose 0 points. But Mateusz's 7th kettlebell had other plans. Close. We'll keep chasing that. Paul, what was the best dumbbell you've done so far in training? Ooh, wouldn't you like to know, Paul? I don't think I can share that information with you. But it's more than I was hoping to hit. Put it that way. Hassan asked if I've seen the Shield for the final. Yes and no. It's probably going to be the same Shield as the Giants Live one, I assume. Goldblack says, I'm eating nachos, by the way. Goldblack says, last year you ran out of steam in the final. Do you feel you saved enough energy for the blah, blah, blah? I didn't run out of steam in the final. I'd never pulled a bus in my life before. I was doing push press instead of behind the neck press. I didn't have the ability to train out the stones. So tough to do well amongst the best in the world when you've never done something. Oh, and I'd never done power stairs either. So it wasn't an energy issue. It was an exposure issue. I've been exposed to every event, so I don't foresee the same issue being a problem. Tim, thanks for the super chat. Luke killed the last few days, brother. Thanks for checking on me to make sure I was wearing sunblock. Oh, mate, I remember you very well. Whew. I'm telling you, I actually went up to this guy individually up in the VIP area, which, by the way, is where I spend most of my time. Because he was so red. Like, I feel very red right now. His like 10x red, like full, like YouTube button red. It was, it was pretty full on. Something's popped up that Braun Chopped 1 has been a member for 3 months. Thanks a lot, mate. I appreciate that. Hell of a heats run. Bring the trophy back to Canada. There's a chance. I'm keen. I'm really excited to get after it. I would actually rather there's not a rest day tomorrow. I'm ready to go. But I will be ready in 2 days' time. I'm just really eager to get out there. The heats for me, psychologically, there's no positive result. It's either what should have happened or I messed it up. Now I can chase a positive result. And in the end, outside of everything that I have done over the past year, I think anything better than 8th is an improvement. And I really don't see a reality in which I am not at least 7th. So I think progress is always encouraging, and I think I'm well set up for concrete evidence of progress. Nolan says, I predict we'll have the closest top 3 in the world's history. In no particular order, Tom Moose and Novikov will have a battle for the ages. Moose's performance on figure and Tom's on dumbbell will be the deciders. Brian, I always do points predictions. My points prediction had Brian on top. That being said, very, very close between a number of guys. So there's definitely variability in there, but Brian doesn't have anything weak. So where he loses points, and on average, there's not many points that he loses. He's really, really strong across the board. There's always a chance, but there's really not a question mark for Brian. These nachos are very good. Well done, Kate. Broad Chop says Tom's conditioning on deadlift and Conan's looked average at best. Yeah, I didn't see Tom do deadlifts. I didn't see him do Conan's either. Not sure exactly what happened, but all we can say is that he did what he had to do. That's all you have to do in the heats. So I don't think you can overweight anything that's happened in the heats. So, hey, Bryce. Hope you're well, mate. We're going tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. to test out all the stuff. Not at the comp venue for anyone who's actually here. We're doing it somewhere else. So don't try to come watch. But yeah, we're going to test out the dumbbells. We're going to test out the fingers, the deadlift setup, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to have a good rip into that. And yeah, very excited. CJ1, I saw you in Murder Beach today, but couldn't find you to get a picture. If you saw me, how could you not find me? That seems like a conundrum. If I see you Saturday, are you open to getting a pic? 100% always open to getting a pic. Sometimes, guys, and some people get a bit butthurt about it, but I think I've taken more pictures than anyone else. I spend all my time in the VIP area. I do my best to take them with everyone. Sometimes you just have to be somewhere, and you just got to put your head down, go and do the thing. And so 100% always open to take pictures unless I actually have somewhere to be. Like today, it was off to go get food after a 12-hour day out at the venue, and I was very hungry because we don't eat all that much between events. So yeah, definitely just get my attention. Always more than happy. Fred, God bless. Very Bible Belt of you. Hopefully no injuries, absolutely. Bronzo says, any word on the plan for the afternoon storm Saturday? I don't know. They'll talk to us tomorrow about it. But as of now, we are kicking on as per usual. Maybe we'll do things early. I don't know. Alexa, did you talk to Mateus at all about his performance in the heats? There's not really a respectful way to do that, is there? Mateus will be back in full form. He actually gave me the best compliment. And I'll leave that between us, but yeah, he was really, really humble in not doing so well. I think we all know he's going to get back to 100%. And you know, it's just not back to the old Mateus yet. But don't forget, the guy's 29. Heaps of time to get back, and heaps of time for him to be back at 100%, which I think every fan and every competitor is looking forward to. Nate, thanks for the super chat. Great job. How you feeling? And how do you feel about the finals? I feel really good. And if I didn't feel really good, I wouldn't be on a live. But yeah, body feels good. I feel fine. Like maybe my back's a bit tight. That's maybe my biceps are a little bit tight. That's about it. And that's not out of the ordinary of what I feel day to day. Good nachos. I feel good about the finals. I think with Mateus out, it's helps me quite a bit because it's someone who definitely would have beat me on dumbbell. And now Matt Ragg told me that he hates the dumbbell. So I'm assuming that means that he's not going to be as good as Mateus, meaning that probably gives me a point. Matt Ragg's also a pretty decent deadlifter. I think I could still beat him on the deadlift. I did in the heat, meaning that maybe he gets between me and a couple other guys. So that might have done me a bit of a favor. So yeah, all in all, I'm feeling excited about the finals. I'm ready to get after it. Looking forward to getting onto the fingerless finger tomorrow in familiarization. And I like to have a pretty good crack at things. So I'll probably have a rep or two of the comp weight deadlift. I'll probably go fingerless finger up to the third. I'll probably I'll pick up the shield and walk it for 10 meters. Yeah, I'll do a little mini finals, which is sort of a benefit of recovering really well. I like to get my hands on everything. Paul, I got a photo with Mitch the Arnold. Had to run off straight after the photo. Clear on the rest, but appreciate it greatly. Yeah, it's a really tough judgment call. Like, just think if you're off to do something and then like your wife asks you, "Oh, could you take out the garbage?" Personally, I do it every single time because I love Ashley so much. But there's a point at which you're like, I just gotta go. I'm sorry, I just gotta go. And it's basically the same thing. It's no reflection how much you appreciate someone or how much I appreciate you, but sometimes you just can't. So I'm glad we got some positive stories there. Moo668. Welcome to the Moose Crew. Thank you very much. I am very, very likely to do a members only chat tomorrow at some stage, tomorrow afternoon probably. So if you're keen on getting in on that, jump into the member side. Plenty of education and whatnot there. Travis says, Mitch, you are looking great. How much did you want to go 5 out of 5 wins in the groups? Thanks for spending so much time with your fans, and big shout out to your crew. My crew is awesome. Crew, would you like to wave? Fabian's editing away. Kate is cooking away. Wave.
I'm listening to a song for your recap video tomorrow for the real.
Ashley is she? She went over to your side of the room. I don't know what Ash is doing, but my crew is fantastic. How much did I want to go 5 out of 5? I didn't really care too much, to be honest. There's no real reason to care other than a bit of ego and pride. I was more doing the kettlebells because I don't have the ability to practice those on a regular basis, and practicing something in competition settings with no risk and with low injury risk is going to be useful. Going into that event, I was thinking more about the Shaw than I was about Worlds and how poorly I did on the sandbags, and just thinking like it would be I have to get some experience. I have to be able to do that. I've improved a lot on them, but actually being able to do it in comp is a bit of a different story. Elspeth's cat, Rana really had to fight Shaw. 11 stones, bad luck. He would have won any stone off, not against Brian on the day. So bad luck for Rano, but I know there's a lot of Rano fans here. He is in good spirits. Him and I had a hug afterwards. He seems happy. He seems in a good mood. So rest assured, he is not kicking himself. You lose a stone off to Brian Shaw. How could you? Amazing performance from Rana. And between the two of them, that had to have been the oldest cumulative stone off of all time. I think you add their ages together and you get to about 112 or something like that. But I was talking to Brian about that, and yeah, I mean, very, very strong testament to endurance. Eric, been watching Strongman a long time. It's so cool to see you in the finals. Good luck and Godspeed. Godspeed. I don't understand what that means. Love from Montreal. Thank you very much, Eric. I will do my best to bring it back. But remember, I did Canada a favor by bringing us the first Arnold, so don't hold it against me if I don't bring back the Worlds. I will try my buns off, though, just for you and for Montreal. Drinking a beer for you, bud. Good. Cheers from Acadia, a peninsula in New Brunswick. Pretty sure Sam Beliveau is also Acadian. I learned about the Acadian people, actually, from my friends in Moncton. I didn't realize that was a thing. But it's quite a proud subset of people. And I think there's very, very few of you. And you have some sort of Aboriginal heritage, something like that. Sorry for my ignorance, but I appreciate that you're drinking a beer for me. Johnny Lieberman. Moose, so proud of you. Go smash the finals. Go Canada. Go Moose. Johnny, I appreciate you. You are a legend. Really fun to have people across the board interested in different things coming on to be Strongman fans. I think there's two sides, but there's a sports side and there's the circus side. And regardless of which side any of you find yourselves on, very, very much appreciated for the support. I'll do my best, Johnny. I know that you're in my corner, and I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys could someone say hit the like button, that would be awesome. I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but do you want to get in on this?
Is it to your right?
Anywhere if Worlds is trying to make the event more friendly, viewer friendly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with. If I was watching it live, I'd be a bit disappointed because it's so hard. You're like hours in the sun. I think this is good evidence. Next year they'll get nice big bleachers for you guys. So we have to sort of have the chicken before the egg. You have to show that people are going to come before you build bleachers, or else it's a waste of money and it just looks stupid. John Randall, the camera focus sucks. Sorry, John. You can watch a different live stream.
Stop. So does a green mean member? Never been on it before.
No, the little moose means member.
Interesting.
I don't know why Bronze Up is green, but he or she is on here all the time.
Cool. I see.
Someone just said, "Did you try your Tier shoes yet?" I've been sponsored by Tier for 4 or 5 months. All my shoes are Tier. All my clothes are Tier. My new clothes are Tier. Everything I wear is Tier. I've tried heaps of Tier shoes, and I love them. Check out my shoes. They're hand painted by Rebecca Fuselier, and she did a phenomenal job. I think they're really, really cool. So I got a couple of those pairs. Now I want to see Shaw versus Tom and a stone off. 20? Yeah, I really don't know. That'd be tough. That'd be really tough. Let's ask some questions. How is the crowd compared to other comps? It's a good crowd. Obviously not like the stadium crowds, but much, much better than last year. And I think for the finals, it's going to be pretty exciting. I can't wait for that.
It's a lot of people for the heats.
Yeah, probably double the people for the heats this year than for the finals last year. Would you think?
Potentially. A lot of people.
I think so. Oh, Ashley, what's the hardest event for you to watch Mitch do?
Of the ones that have happened so far?
No, I think that full stop.
The dumbbell's a scary one to watch for anyone because it just feels more dangerous. I don't know.
Like injury-wise or variability in performance?
Injury-wise. It's a scary one to watch. But my favorite one to watch, which you didn't ask, would be the yoke because it's very impressive.
Yeah, it's nice to have a banker.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
The yoke. Because it's like so fast and so extremely heavy. But felt during the heats, I get way more nervous than you do. I was freaking out, but gotta try and be confident for you.
We're like Wish.com, Liz and Laws. Really mysterious. I missed an earlier super chat. Sorry, mate. Let's see if we can hunt it down. Here we are. No pressure, Moose, but here are my finals predictions. 1 Moose, 2 Alexi, 3 Brian, 4 Tom, 5 Pavlo, 6 Trey, 7 Evan, 8 Yaku, 9 Matt, 10 Luke. 10 Luke, wow. Okay.
Cheers from Carla.
If I was comparing my predictions, like I said, I'd have Brian higher. I'd have the same podium, I think. I think I also have Tom at 4. Like I'd Trey ahead of Pavlo. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things that could interchange. I'm keen. It's definitely in with a shot. What do you think? What do you think about those predictions? Take me out of it because I know you just want me to win.
Mitchell first.
It's not
Mitchell
interesting.
second. Mitchell third. I feel like I would put Trey 4, Tom 5, Pavlo 6.
Trey 4.
Mm-hmm. I always underestimate Trey. It's because he's so quiet. You forget that he's there, and then it's like all of a sudden he's on the podium.
Trey's quiet. But it's funny because when a big guy is quiet, it can really easily be perceived as like they're being standoffish or something like that. But
No, it's
sometimes
really
people just like to be left alone a little bit more. Trey's really, really lovely. Hit the like button and follow the channel. You're right about my Arcadian heritage moves. We are few but strong and proud. Yeah, I thought there's something going on there. Yeah, guys, if you could like push the like button, click subscribe, helps with pumping the channel out a little bit more. The more the channel gets out there, the more followers, the more time spent Fabian spends with me, the more content we put out, the better Strongman does, blah, 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 blah. You get it. You get the story.
feel like I'm out head angling you right now. Look how big my head looks.
Yeah, Ash's head is actually fucking huge.
No, it's not.
It's way bigger than
It's
mine.
very similar size. Just because I'm leaned so far in. We got a
Hi,
wide
we
head.
have Boris the Pomeranian.
Oh.
Oh
you
yeah,
have a Boris?
yeah.
I think I have a picture of Boris.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. The small dogs and their attitudes, I just can't do it.
We have a small dog.
There's-
A medium dog with an attitude.
They're sort of like your attitude sometimes when you're hungry.
Stop. You're so rude. All it takes is a snack. There.
Yeah.
There's the bomb.
Yeah.
So sweet.
And after about 2 minutes,
Yeah. Constant growling.
Who's your biggest threat in the finals? How do you think Brian will do? I think Brian's the biggest threat. I do. Tom's definitely a big threat. Alexi's definitely a big threat. But when you've got someone who you can't look at someone and go like, oh, they're likely to lose points there. Very strong. Very strong. Alexi's very much in the same boat. Right? Shield carries a big one. Finger's a big one. Otherwise, and for Alexi, Stone's definitely a big one. So, but lots can happen. The top contenders have all put in good performances in every one of these events at some stage that they've done before.
Have you seen the finger yet? Do you know what they look like? Because they don't look like yours that you practiced on.
I believe the second one snaps in half.
Ah, okay, there you go.
They're really long and very narrow.
Like cylindrical metal?
Yeah.
I assume. Okay. Be an interesting one to watch. I've never seen that one live.
Yeah, bit of a race. I could be really good at it. Spencer, so proud of you. Barely seemed like you got it in your first gear. Also, heck of a strongman personality as well. Keep on pressing on, mate. Thank you very much. I definitely was out of first gear. The Conans slipped into my wrists pretty early. I thought after about 3/4 of the first lap, I was done because it had gone down so much. But I got into my wrists and just grit your teeth and see how far you can go. And I probably had a bit more in me. Well, I definitely had a bit more in me. Just do what I had to do. But I appreciate the support, Spencer. You're a legend.
That was a hard one to watch.
The
Conans, because
yeah.
I've seen you do so many like shield carries and other carries where you never show that amount of difficulty in your face. And I thought half a lap in, you were going to drop it.
Yeah, I can talk during a shield carry of 200 kilos. That I picked that up. I took one step. All the air went out of my lungs. I was like, oh, shit.
Didn't look right.
That wasn't good. But that's when you can be really good. When something goes very, very poorly and you can still manage. Read that one.
Moose, what strongman event would Ashley do best in? Good luck in the finals. What would I be best in?
Not overhead press.
Okay.
Your deadlifts are getting pretty good. What, you can do about 245?
I think so. Yeah.
Overhead is just a bit too long.
I think my shoulder press is pretty good.
No, it's not.
Stop.
Yeah, I have to say deadlift, but I bet like a elevated deadlift because you got pretty long arms. I'm gonna go at 18-inch deadlift, 18-inch axle deadlift.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hassan says, "Do you think you could beat Brian in a stone off?" No, I don't. I think I could take him for maybe 15, but I think Brian could just keep going. Moo668, welcome to the Moose Crew. Thank you, mate. I might have already thanked you, but thank you again.
Thank you.
Cutie. Bam Shang, how do you feel about the jerk technique Pavla does? I'm curious your take on it. I think it works really well until it doesn't. I think if you can get it right, when you look at, say, Flintstone lift from last year, I just saw an under 90 weightlifter jerk 230, which would have been second or third amongst us. So if you can get the technique right, really good. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting it right. And it's also a lot more variable because if you throw that in a bad spot and you're not perfectly locked out right away, it'll be challenging, almost like a dumbbell.
Jerk technique is for the log press, I assume.
It's for everything. It's when you everything overhead.
But is
when
that what that common is the jerk press that he did in the log lift? Probably. I don't know what else he would have jerk pressed.
I think she's just talking in general.
Oh, okay. It looks scary.
Yeah, really good, but not as reliable as a push press. Put it that way. Real question: who is second to 10th after Brian? Lol. Do you know what? I think Brian's got an inside track. I do. I also think
I'm gonna get your charger for you.
Thanks.
Battery.
I also think the blind Brian love, like nothing could happen but Brian winning, gets old really fast. Thank you. A lot of Brian fans though. A lot of USA.
Yeah, a lot of USA chanting.
A lot of USA.
I started singing "Oh Canada" and your mom didn't think it was that funny.
I could do without the USA chants. And if people were going Canada, I could probably do without that as well. I don't know. Maybe I should be more patriotic. FX and Fred Pitt, welcome to the Rooster. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you. Spencer, other than continuing your don't career, you guys saying there after a comp a bit to relax? No, relaxing doesn't exist for me.
No, it doesn't.
On Monday, we start driving back. Ash is flying. You're flying home on Monday?
I'm flying home Monday. Yeah, early Monday.
Ash is flying home Monday. Me and the crew are driving back going to Ithaca, New York for a seminar, which is Tuesday night. Oh, we're gonna have to get a hotel room for that or an Airbnb. Anyway, Tuesday night we got a seminar in Ithaca. We get back Wednesday. I've got clients. We get back Tuesday really, really late after midnight. So Wednesday, very early morning. And I've got clients Wednesday, late morning. So straight back to it. I'll tell you what, I just had a geese at the members videos. As someone who is a new personal trainer, there's some really good stuff there. There's heaps of educational content, heaps of webinars, of seminars, of different just tutorials. We're also moving in about 6 weeks. And now that I'm with Rogue, we're going to kit the basement out in Rogue stuff. Fabian and I, we're going to do a whole series on basically technique, becoming a strongman, that type of stuff. So, we'll be really good. We're also launching another 12-week team very soon, which is going to be to do with starting strongman and all the different movements and implements and whatnot.
By the way, he was saying, other than continuing your donut career. Is that a don't career? He corrected himself. So from the
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kremes.
Right.
That's funny.
Joshua Jacobs, the members only videos is def worth it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Fred Pitt says $5. Brian finishes between 3rd and 5th. But you only super chatted $2.20. Come on, mate. What are you doing?
He's gonna bet $5. He's not giving you $5 to start with.
For Ashley, is there a big Strongman Wives community?
There is. It's just, I feel like a lot of the strongman wives are very in the athlete tent, and with the strongmen, where I think I like the hands-off approach a little bit better. Let you do your thing. You're not superstitious. You don't need me there to
I'm just
handle
a little
things.
stitious.
Minorly stitious. And I also have your mom there all the time. So I like to be more in the family and friends section. But yeah, they're really nice. I get along with them all, but I don't think that I'm as far into it as some of them.
Who are some of your favorite strongman wives?
Joey is great.
Who's that?
Rob Kearney's husband, who considers himself a strongman wife.
Yeah.
But Sinead is really nice. Tom's wife. She's
lovely.
Very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I've met a lot of them though. Adam Bishop's wife. I met Spencer Remick's. I met a lot of people.
Tom Evans' wife's really nice.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with her actually. She's lovely.
Because she's awesome.
Yeah, again, just I haven't had that many
met her.
interactions. I have a couple times, but she's very in the athlete area, which I don't tend to do.
It's actually funny. Ashley's prohibited from the athlete area because being around Ashley doesn't make me want to lift weights. And also, sometimes you have to be very selfish. And sometimes if you want to be left alone, you want to do something, you got to be a bit rude.
I don't like when you're rude.
I was thinking how to say that. Ashley doesn't particularly like when I'm short or rude. And so Ashley's banned, but Kate will be back there. And Kate looks like Ashley a little bit. And
Oh, yeah, that's
you
confusing.
got a weird half stand.
Yeah. But she's really nice and she can handle the rudeness. I get personally offended with the rudeness.
Best food you've found in Myrtle. Best food. Well, these nachos are pretty good.
Kate made the nachos, but we're at a grocery store.
Where have we gone out? We went to Chuck's.
We went to Chick-fil-A a couple times.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is the answer. I love Chick-fil-A.
It is good.
But Chuck's is probably the
Only other place we've gone.
yeah. Chuck's, I had a nice fat steak at Chuck's. This lady at Chuck's, holy Christ. This waitress, she goes, I said, I'll have Stella. She goes, would you like the big or small one? I go,
Oh, yeah.
big one.
Yeah.
The big one comes. This thing's the size of my goddamn head. I swear to God. It was about 6 beer in one.
Here's like compared to a wine glass, an average size wine glass, literally a gauntlet. Yeah, you had to do like 2 hands.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, Chuck's has a cheese bar, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Good cheese, though.
Wow. Marcus Thompson. That was very generous, man. Thank you very much. Congratulations on getting into the finals. Have you ever thought of entering professional arm wrestling like Laws? Rob Frampton has after their current strongman. You should check out Arm Gods. Look, I don't know. To me, I've actually come out and said I very much pride being big and strong, being dissociated from being aggressive and angry, to the point where all the historic World's Strongest Man events where they put people head to head, the pole push, the wrestling, whatever. If the sport started going in that direction, I'd be out of it. I just don't think ethically it matches up with me. Arm wrestling, not that it's particularly aggressive, but me being head to head with someone, it just doesn't bring out the best in me. And I think you got to go to, I personally have to go to a place that I don't like to go to, which the strongman world doesn't really see. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. It's just not me.
Seems to be very niche.
It's pretty popular, to be honest.
Yeah, but you either love it or anyways.
Fred says, can't wait to see you and Juji collab. Juji's flying in tomorrow. Juji will be here. Martins will be here. We'll probably do some stuff with Rain. I can't match Juji's energy, though.
That's crazy.
Juji's mental. Brown chops. Arm wrestling is so boring to watch. 100% agree. And
Again, I feel like it's one of those things that, like, once you're into it, you're really into it. Anyways, there's a lot of people at Athletic Culture, they do an arm wrestling night.
Yeah, there's an arm wrestling night at my gym. I'm afraid of breaking my arm, though. I will never try.
It's scary to watch. I agree.
Charlie, so great meeting you. Made my weekend. Congrats on another finals. Thank you very much, man. I wish I remembered your face, or I saw your face to remember you, but I always say, without all of you, we wouldn't have jobs, and there would be no World's Strongest Man. So we really have you to thank, and you have us to thank, and we can be in a perpetual cycle of thankfulness, which is a beautiful place to be. It was a good. Would you rather do a stone off or a beer chugging competition? Probably beer chugging. I could probably more reliably win that. Stanley says nobody has ever gotten first in all 6 events in their group, and you just got first in 5 events and second in 1 as close as you can get. Does that make you feel amazing for doing so well, or mad that you came close? No, it doesn't make me mad at all. I think that's the highest point total of anyone in the current format of groups in world's history. It also doesn't mean a whole lot because a lot of people pull back, like myself last year, for example.
Novikov this year.
Yeah, Novikov this year, he pulled back. So it's more, it would be an empty record to hold. I guess I hold the record. So it is a bit of an empty record to hold for that reason. But still, anytime you have something to say, I was this in World's Strongest Man history, it's pretty special. JR, what happened to Bibby? Warming up a previous injury. He had a bicep issue, and that's about as much as I know. So I can't really say too much more.
Oh, that's nice. Just did my first log press today. Thanks for inspiring me to get into Strongman.
Oh, cool.
That's nice.
First log press at 235. You must be a big unit. That's not bad. That's really quite good. Good for you. Stick with it.
Someone asked what shampoo you use.
Fuck off. Broad Type says, what happened to the disqualification rule you spoke about Tuesday? Yeah, there's got a fair bit of interest. Look, I just talk too much. And sometimes I say things I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. But we were
I don't actually know what this is.
in our athlete pack, we were given a set of general rules, one of which was if you don't put in a reasonable effort in an event that's not related to a medical issue, then it's ground for disqualification. That being said, I don't think it's a rule they would ever enforce. But I think it's just back to the TV thing, playing out well for TV. It just doesn't look good to say someone didn't try because they were already through. Personally, I believe that to be their problem, not ours. But in this case, when it was kettlebell toss, low injury risk, that contributed to my decision to go out and have a crack, because if you say there's politics in strongman, you do what the people want you to do, because you know that there's only a certain pathway to having an objective invite. And if you prove yourself to be difficult, you prove yourself to be hard to work with, you prove yourself to not follow rules, then maybe you don't get invited back when you stop performing really, really well. So, yeah, I mean, I'm here to compete. So that's why I did it. But I also don't fault the guys who didn't. So say Alexei throwing one, I don't fault him at all for doing it. There's zero chance he's going to get disqualified or anything like that. I don't think he should, and I don't think that rule should be in there. I think they should fix the heat system before they try to put the responsibility on us. But that's what they did.
That's like when you did the record breakers at the Rogue, or at Arnold, rather. It's not like you were going to try and win them or anything, but it's just trying to show some support. And, but
when Rogue does the record breakers, I just do all of them, because I don't think we can say thank you so much to Rogue for pushing the sport forward, but I'm not going to participate in the events that aren't convenient for me.
Yeah.
So anything I feel safe to do, I'll do, and I'll participate in, because also it's entertainment for you guys. Eric, good show on the group stage. Mitch, hi, Ashley. If you're comfortable saying anything about it, do you have a sense that Brian's leg is still bothering him, or does he seem fully recovered?
I don't know why I know that.
No. I think he's just saying, hi, Ashley. And now he's talking to me again.
I don't know about Brian's leg. What do you mean? I was staying with his wife for a while, but...
I know as much as you guys know. I saw how he moved. I saw how he competed. It doesn't seem to be a current issue, and certainly would have impacted the part of prep. That being said, he looked like he moved pretty well. Loading and Conan's weren't the best, but a lot of other things that required you to move were fine, like the log ladder. He won the log ladder in his group, so I think it's a pretty minor issue, if anything, at this stage. But that's just speculation, to be honest. Here's a good one. You seem to have picked up Strongman faster than anyone I can think of. What are some sport you're just not that good at?
Oh, I beat you in a mini putt one time in Glasgow.
Yeah, I beat me in mini putt.
So you're probably not great at that.
But I would beat you in mini putt 19 times out of 20.
But I think we've talked about this before. Soccer, you'd be good at, but not great at.
Yeah, foot coordination, foot-eye coordination's not quite there.
But aside from that, I think you'd be pretty good at everything else.
Yeah, I've played virtually everything.
Else, yeah.
Like love baseball, basketball, hockey, obviously golf. In terms of North American sports, there's not a whole lot I can think of. Bronze up got it for Bobby. Out of 30% results, Bobby was 5th. You were first by 16 points. I did see that. I'm quite proud of that, actually. To have the best showing of anyone by margin.
And that's not something we looked at last year, I don't think. At least I didn't. But
What's that?
looking at it as like a broad scheme, if you put everyone in the same category.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm trying to remember where I was last year.
I think I was just overwhelmed last year. Didn't really know if that was a
Yeah.
thing. Oh, someone's gifting a bunch of memberships. That's nice.
Mems, gifted 5 memberships. Thanks a lot, mate. That's really kind of you. I appreciate that. Mohammed says, have you ever thought of selling a Strongman program or programming book? If not, do you have any resources you recommend for a beginner? Head to my website, mitchellhooperstrongman.com. I've got a whole bunch of different stuff on there. Go have a read. Yeah, PDF programs that you can buy. I've got teams, one starting in about 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time. We'll talk about that a little bit more afterwards, but depending on how hands-on you want me to be with you, could be totally hands-off. You just buy something with some education program and you're off and running, all the way up to one-on-one coaching, which I'm pretty much full up. But fun projects I'm taking on at the moment. And the in-between is a team where we meet for an hour a week. We go over a certain topic and you are part of the team. Yeah. Tree Pal 13.
I'm gonna
Welcome.
go upload these videos to YouTube.
Fabian, is
For
that
you
here?
guys? I'm gonna go upload 2 YouTube videos.
2.
Yeah.
Part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Morning and afternoon.
Cool.
Are we posting them tomorrow morning or tonight?
One will be posted tomorrow morning. One will be posted tomorrow afternoon.
All right.
Sounds like fun.
2 videos up tomorrow. There you go, guys. How good. Troy says, do you think World's Strongest Man being made in a TV show is a better way going about it than being live, similar to Rogue? I hate not being able to watch it. Yeah. No, I think it should be I would make a live stream like Rogue. I think that's a better experience. I think that grows the sport, but I don't think the company who runs World's Strongest Man is primarily interested in growing the sport. I think they want World's Strongest Man to be the most profitable event and their business. That's what they have to do. Someone like Rogue and Giants Live benefit a lot more from growing the sport than IMG, who just runs a single event a year.
I think there could be like a good combination of even like a live stream that you can't rewatch, or like a I don't know, and then having it made into a production with the interviews. I feel like there's got to be a middle ground.
The TV deal, like the TV rights, would go so far down in how much they'd be worth if you could watch it online. And if it was all released, it would be all over the internet anyway.
Yeah.
$10 for Chick-fil-A. You best believe I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A every single day I'm in South Carolina. I've got this personality trait that when I find something I like, I do not want to change. A drink, a food, a protein shake, anything.
A human.
A human. And Chick-fil-A falls in that category. So good. Do you ever do any freestyle or folk style wrestling? I haven't a clue what that is, Scary Cloud. So no, I absolutely do not.
Have you done any wrestling?
Yeah, actually I did wrestle in I was young. I was like 12, 13. I didn't really like it. I found it a bit gay.
I
To be
knew
honest.
you were going to say that. God damn it, I knew you were going to say
It's just like you just get yourself in these crazy positions where like you've got a wiener on your cheek, and I'm like, proper wrestlers, they just like they don't even think about it. They're like, oh, we're just wrestling. But for me, it's just like as soon as I was in those positions, I'm like, get me out of here, please. It's freaking me out.
Oh, this person. Did you ever see the Buzz Lightyear poster?
Monica, did you see the Buzz Lightyear poster with the moose antlers? There's a great little clip. I'm getting Fabian to turn it into a reel. I snuck up on the guy who made that poster. I stole it from him, and there's a great clip of like I pull it out of his hands. He sort of like turns around and realizes that it was me. It's so cool. So yeah, I have seen it, and stay tuned on my Instagram over the next 24 hours for for that real prawn chops.
Yeah, I'm sure Ashley's so happy you can eat something other than Firehouse subs. Honestly, I'm a big Firehouse sub fan. So. Oh, your sister's watching.
Oh, hey Cassie.
Ashley, what event do you like watching the most? Well,
You said yuck.
Yoke, but we could do the ones from the last couple of days. I think the log ladder was the best because I think the other ones I knew you do really well on. In your log, you've done a lot of work on, so I was really hoping you'd do well.
Yeah. What about when I almost fell on my face?
That was kind of funny too. Yeah, you like fell over the first one. That's so nice that she's watching.
What is PDQ? What's that weird one that we keep asking about?
No, we looked at Sonic today.
Hey, what's the weird chicken restaurant we keep asking about? The Fabian keeps going like, I want to try that one. It's a really odd name. It's a really odd, catchy name.
Is it PDQ Chicken Restaurant? No.
Oh, Bojangles.
Bojangles. That's right. It's not Bojangles.
PDQ. People dedicated to quality is PDQ. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't know what PDQ is. Sorry, mate.
PDQ offers more gourmet fried chicken service than Chick-fil-A. So says Google.
Oh, more gourmet.
More gourmet.
Huh.
I don't know if you're necessarily a gourmet guy.
Yeah. I like Chick-fil-A. Am I an Evan Singleton fan? I do like Evan as a friend, absolutely. We're very different in terms of competitors. Not necessarily how we perform, but in how we approach competition. I really like Evan. Do I think what do I think his chances are in the final? He's got a chance to podium, I think. I'm not sure that this is his year to win. Not saying that the odds are zero, but I think, I just don't think. I don't know how to say it, but I think when I go through each event, I'm just thinking like he has the potential to do quite well, but I just don't see him. I don't know. I don't see him high consistently. He performed quite well in the heats. He did.
It's a hard one.
Yeah. Because he's really strong across the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It could just be more intuition than anything. And like I said, Evan's a friend, but I don't know. That's just how it shook out to me. So I think his chances in the final to, I would say 50-50 top 5, 30% top 4, 15% top 3, to 20% in top 3, maybe 5% win.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe higher. If Evan's watching, I'd strictly intuition. Whatever I say, who
I
cares?
don't think he's watching.
It could be.
Maybe.
Could be. T. Shiro. $5 for no reason.
Thanks, T.
Thanks, T. We're going to use that for Chick-fil-A, too. Is Kodiak and the Lightest Guy the finalists? Yes. What's this? My dad wore the Rogue Invitational, a Team Moose jacket.
Wore a sweater.
Do you mean sweater?
That was an old style.
Yeah. Right now, we've got the 2 T-shirts out. There's plenty more coming. The 2 T-shirts over on my website, mitchellhooperstrongman.com. They're also at the tier booth for those who are coming to Worlds, so you can buy them here. We'll definitely go into LHPK, shorts, hats, hoodies, just all in good time.
So
What are you looking at?
PDQ is pretty damn quick. Not people something quality that I thought it was. And Alan Noble has educated me on what PDQ actually is.
That's a restaurant called Pretty Damn Quick?
I don't know. I still don't.
I don't know. I think he's taking the piss. Fred, thanks a lot, mate. Again, I appreciate you. I think a convo between you and Antoine Vallon, bodybuilder with passive mental health and drug addiction, would be great. I've followed you since your first Worlds, and you seem really open-minded and want to push people forward. Yeah, absolutely. Antoine Vallon is huge. He was massive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'd have plenty to speak about. I'd be happy to try to get onto him. Yeah, what do you think about bodybuilding?
I don't know. I'm not a big bodybuilding fan.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But yeah, man,
Just
definitely
see
keen.
the feminine side of bodybuilding, which is just I don't know. It's a whole can of worms.
Yeah, there's a can of
It's just
worms.
not a can that I want to be in. But people can do what they want to do.
More generally speaking, I look forward to starting up my podcast again. I'm going to have a little bit more time when I get back. I've shuffled around my schedule a bit. Yeah, really excited to be able to have longer conversations with people. The 10 minutes with really got me excited to talk to a couple of guys a little bit more. Wow. We were nice to meet you and Ashley, and you put our little dog down. You should spend a lot of time with him. Sorry, our Palm had a long day. Humility. What?
I think it's because you said that little dogs aren't.
I just want to be very clear. Neither Ashley or I put a dog down today.
I mean, like mentally. No, we have a little dog, and we take care of your mom's little dog. I think they probably just didn't like your comment about their dog saying, I don't know.
Oh, she's upset that I said her dog was grouchy.
Yeah, we get it. Grouchy dogs happen. We have a moderately grouchy dog. Mitchell
No.
loves dogs, so
Shame.
sorry, T.
Come on, T.
You should get some dog treats or something to carry around. Then they'll stop growling at you. It's hard too because you're big. Because sometimes if you go towards a little dog,
Yeah.
they get really scared. So
God,
we still
defensive.
like your dog.
Very defensive over there.
I
No,
mean,
it's
if
just.
someone said Lacey or Murphy was not nice, I'd probably
No, I didn't say it's
throw
not
hands
nice.
too.
I was a very nice little dog. It's just a bit grouchy, but very, very nice dog. And I was very happy to have it around. Oh, God.
That's okay.
So sensitive. Thanks for the super chat, though.
Yeah.
Shanklin, you just hear Evan knocking on your door for that.
Yeah, come on, man.
He wouldn't knock on it. Beat it down. No, Evan is the sweetest guy. He's really, really nice. Yeah, the whole persona is to get himself in the headspace, but no, he's a great guy. I just want to see Mitch, Gigi, and Antoine collab. I don't really know how Antoine behaves. Is he a bit crazy? Is he a bit like high energy like Gigi? Yeah. I'm in a pretty cool spot to be able to collab with most people at the moment. So, yeah.
Sorry, that's the dryer that keeps buzzing.
No, that's all right.
I'll get it after.
Josh, very excited for the podcast to kick off again. Yeah, me too. Me too. I love having those chats with people. Alex, this is a good question. What's your favorite recovery method that you're going to use on your off day tomorrow? Doing things I like to do. Sitting in the hot tub.
You've used that massage gun a fair bit.
Yeah, I like my Rain massage gun, but I don't purport that to be a valid method of recovery. It just feels nice.
It's just like getting a massage without having to make me give you a massage. You'll probably eat some Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. I don't know, just things that make me happy, but I don't feel that I need to be all that recovered. I feel fairly recovered at the moment, other than a bit sleepy because it's getting late. I got about another 15 minutes in me, guys. I do appreciate you there.
There's a comment about the lack of pillow talks.
Yeah, pillow talk.
It's hard.
Worlds is just not the right spot for it. Like it means so much to so many guys, and sort of like joking around and taking the piss a bit. I think it just wouldn't be that well received. I'll do heaps of them at Giants Lives. Like I really think they're funny. But I don't think Worlds is the time to be funny for a lot of people. Like it means a lot to a lot of people, myself included. So a little bit more focused this time. And Arnold's, we were all like in rooms right beside each other, so it was a little bit more easy that way. Fred says, I'm not a fan of bodybuilding either, but Antoine Vallon seems as real as you are, so I think it would make for a great combo. Fred, I'll get on to him. I'll shoot him a message. We'll see if he's down to chat. Maybe he will be the one who kicks off the podcast. Definitely branching into other sports is particularly useful for us because it brings us to new audiences, which is always quite useful. So thank you very much for the recommendation. And definitely a guy that I know of. It's pretty cool. Flex Lewis is coming down tomorrow, and he's going to be helping commentate the finals. So I know he's a huge Strongman fan. Be able to meet him as well. Fred, last super chat and last beer. Good man. Appreciate you, Fred. Or hear Mitch talk about massage guns as I take mine to my quads hit good. It feels so good. Massage guns feel good. Just everything in context, really. Yeah, just don't think it's doing massive amounts for recovery or anything, but if it feels good, it feels good. Fernando, here's $5 for you to get spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Inarguably the best chicken sandwich. Will give you a 5% boost in recovery tomorrow. I don't think I can handle a spicy chicken sandwich. No. Like spice in me, it's just not a thing. I'm very bland in terms of my tongue is very sensitive. And Popeyes, I don't know. Have you ever had Popeyes? No.
You know who's worse with you than Spice?
Yeah.
Your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Spice is also pretty new to Canada, like over the past few years.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Taco Bell has ruined, KFC has ruined fried chicken for us in Canada. It's not a massive thing for us.
Isn't it crazy how big it was in Australia still though?
Oh, KFC in Sydney. Holy
Yeah.
Christ.
Australia's huge.
KFC was on every corner. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. That is a scary, scary statement. I don't know, mate.
Not in Ontario.
I don't know. Tim Heath, the podcast name is Beyond Strong. There's probably about maybe only 3 or 4 episodes on Spotify, but pretty good chats. We got Martins, we got Laws. Is it just 2? No, it's got to be more than 2.
And
I worked hard on that.
let's see.
Martins.
Ant Brown.
Oh, yeah.
You did a few exercise ones, big laws.
Yeah, I did a few by myself as well. Oh, and with Ash.
With me.
Yeah, we did one
But yeah,
together.
the
that was
last one was in
we really
October.
enjoyed that one. So it turned out really awesome.
You're all right.
Ron says, for the final events, do you think being heavy will be an important asset? No. I don't think being heavy has much to do with fingers. I think it has less to do with truck pull than people think. Like Mateus is one of the best at it. Alexi won it last year. They're both on the lighter side. Shield carry, I don't think being heavy suits. Stones are stones. No, I don't think you need to be heavy this year. Yeah. Pixar Zing says, wait till Hoop tries rising canes. Huh.
Is this more food options?
Yeah, I think so. Derek says we have one Chick-fil-A in Canada. Not true. We just got a Chick-fil-A in Barrie like a month ago. It is awesome. Chick-fil-A in my hometown. So good. Yeah, very,
But
very.
if Mike's watching, we still
pleased.
love A&W. It's great.
Yeah. Dylan Pritchard says, did I watch the Masters? I absolutely watched the Masters. And off the top of my head, I forget who it was. I think it was Brooks Koepka who fell apart. But, I mean, hard to watch people fall apart. Was I happy with the results? Overall, yes. Phil up in third. I don't particularly like Phil, but seeing someone like underdog stories, that was pretty cool. I really like that. And yeah, I didn't think the finish was as exciting as we would hope. I'm trying to remember who won. I think Brooks Koepka fell back. Who was it? Was it John Rahm who won?
Actual thing.
Yeah, double check. I think it was him. Alan says, how do you feel about Fingal's fingers? Your gym setup seemed questionable. The funny thing is, I got so much flack last year for not training stuff. And then I do everything I can to be as close as possible. And then I'll get people going like, fingers too short. Fingers too sketchy. Fingers square, not round. Doesn't work. I don't think you guys are going to be satisfied unless I'm training on the world's implement. I feel good. No, it's no. You're right. No.
Masters.
Yeah, I was right. John Rahm won and Brooks Koepka fell apart. Philly tied for second. Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
That's nice. Kate's making a shepherd's pie. Look.
Nice. Lord Doug, we want perfection from you to deal with it. I know. I'm trying very hard. Fred, back for more. One more SC and one more beer, one more super chat, one more beer. Off topic, what music do you like? I play music, so I had to ask. I've been posting the last couple of days the music. What did we listen? Yesterday we listened to Old Dominion on the way, and today we listened to Chris Stapleton. I like my country 95% of the time, and then occasionally I'll get myself worked up for a lift or an event with some rap, some Drake or whatever. Yeah, I can go a little bit psycho, getting myself into the zone. It's not that hard for me to do. It's harder for me to hold it back than it is for me to do it. But yeah, I did that on Conan's because I knew that was the time when a lot of people would have taken their foot off the gas and not felt as though they needed to seize the opportunity. And for me, it's when I wanted to just put it away. So I think that was seen in my rare moments of excitement after Conan's. Kleenexify. The finger you look like didn't look like a finger. Sorry you're coming last in the event. Thanks for $5. That comment, screenshot that comment, guys. It's gonna age pretty poorly.
Well, the famous finger that you had, sure, it's wood and it's not circular, but the whole point of it is to try and get used to the form.
Yeah, I mean, I did my best. I got my guy doing it.
Only got to do it so many times, but that's all right. I still think you're gonna do great.
Yeah. Carl says, why are people saying Tom cheated? Why would we say that about any competitor? Why are people saying Tom cheated? Tom cheated on what? Yeah, I haven't heard that at all.
They're calling it your ghetto finger.
I don't know. The ghetto finger, yeah.
It was very scary to watch in the gym, though. Like, it was, oof.
T-Shiro. I don't like TV's comments energy, but I don't know what you're saying, Brian Wood. Never insult people as you do. Learn from him. See you this weekend. I'm not sure who I insulted, but please say hi this weekend. Would love to say hello. Sometimes online is difficult, and I appreciate that, but please come say hello, and hopefully I can win you back over. Yeah. Dennis, do you have beef with Paul Smith?
No.
No, I don't have beef with Paul Smith. I haven't even spoken to Paul Smith since I got here. Listen to some Tech 9 if you don't already before the comp. I do like Tech 9. Tech 9's good. Yeah, time and time. It's I'll put it on. My girlfriend and I are down here supporting you, Moose. Haven't gotten a picture yet, but hope we can get one. You'll definitely be able to get one at some stage for sure. Just make sure that you're catching me at a time that I'm not going straight to an event. Usually straight after the event, I do my best to take pictures with everyone. Anyone who's up in VIP, I hang out there just to be able to hang out with you guys and give a little bit of appreciation for spending the money and the time to come watch us compete.
And if you go back to the tier booth, you'll post it on your Instagram too, because that's a good time. Like, you're guaranteed to have the most. Yeah,
I'd love to go back to the tier booth at some stage. We'll be busy over the finals. It's just, we need to find the right time to be able to do it. Straight after the comp. That would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah, hang over there for a little bit.
Yeah. Fred Pitt, I'm the same way. A bigger guy is stronger than an average, but grew up with rock and metal. It doesn't really get me hyped. I just appreciate the musicianship personally. Well, yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's so cool. I find when I see something played live, you just gain such an appreciation for all of the elements to it, and I seem to like the song twice as much, regardless of the genre or the person or anything like that. So I definitely see where you're coming from. Really mysterious Kleenex fight you belong in Powder Puff Girls chat. Was that the guy giving me a hard time?
Got the finger and that you're gonna lose now.
It's
not very nice.
Anyone else who wants to say that I'm going to lose for a super chat? Hammer away. Ron, good night, Mitchell and the lady. I'm feeling pretty good about your chance to win Worlds. I'm native from Northern Quebec, Canada. Most good luck. Thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate you. I'm going to try my best. We shall see. Bill, am I the only one who thought he was being sarcastic? Maybe. I don't know. Pigs Zing says, how do you get invited to Worlds? Just an email. You can get an email, and that's like the unofficial way. But like you get that and you accept. Once you accept, you get the SPD package, which has your proper letter. It's got a couple of Worlds t-shirts without your name on it, like you guys could buy.
Here's our dog holding Mitchell's invite. Murphy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to lose at losing.
Like
that. Dennis, is a burger a sandwich? No.
Yes.
What?
How's it not a sandwich?
Just because it's between pieces of bread, it's different.
What's the definition of a sandwich?
It's not really a definition. It's more of like a vibe, I think. You know?
Alan asks if they can say you're going to lose if you don't pay via Super Chat. No, you can't. That's how you buy your way in. I've got a couple more minutes on here, guys. I really appreciate you joining for the chats. See if there's any other members or super chats. We're going to try to find all of you. I talked to your dad all weekend at Row, and you and Ashley both came up to me separately the day I wore your shirt and said hi. Thanks for the support. People should not be afraid to say hi. I completely agree. Whenever I see someone wearing my shirts, any version of my shirt, I definitely make a point to go up and say hi to them in some capacity, or like make the sign or anything like that. It's really special to be able to see that, and I want it to become something bigger than just myself. So the people around me, my family, the whole Moose team, it's really cool for us to see the vision broader than just the few people who run the operation. So, yeah. Alan says, I actually think you'll win. Good luck, man. Alan, you didn't have to super chat to say you think I'll win, but I still appreciate it. Thank you very much. Broadtop asked if I'm keeping the stash for the Shot Classic. Yeah, I reckon the stash actually came back upon Ashley's request. So if Ashley requests that it leaves, then it will leave. And if she requests that it stays, it will stay. Because her opinion trumps all the others. Moose is not going to lose at losing.
Is that losing?
Lose at losing. I don't know. Fred says, I used to live in Ottawa. Are you guys far from there? We're about 5-hour drive away. So, yeah, a little bit away. Eric, hey, mate. If you have a favorite baseball team, who is it and why is it Blue Jays? It's just proximity. Yeah, baseball is not particularly interesting until the playoffs, but yeah, it would be the Blue Jays. Any more super chats or members? I'll give it another 60 seconds. When you come to the friend of Land of the Free, Alberta, I'm actually coming to Alberta. When am I going?
July.
July?
It's the end of July.
At the end of July.
Yeah, end of July.
The what?
I think it's called like K-Days.
K-Days? So I'm going to some festival out there
26 to
for
28.
strongman comp to do some reffing and speaking. I think I'm doing a seminar, stuff like that. So, yeah, funny enough, Brown Chops, I'm coming out to Alberta.
I want to say it's the 28th.
It is the 28th.
28th to 30th type
28th to 30th of
July.
July. There you go. Oh, wow. Yeah, K-Days, Brown Chop, K-Days in Edmonton. Yeah, absolutely. Craig says, any info you can give on Ivar's injury? No, I don't know anything about it. Sorry.
Are you bringing
Travis,
a beer
bring a
or
beer.
something? I'll get you a beer.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of shape we're in.
Potentially. It's my job. But yeah, to be determined.
Fred says, I used to be a pitcher, but watching baseball for me is the most boring thing. Yeah, it's tough. Tough. Couple of super chats here. Glad to see your vacation is going well. Looking forward to seeing you perform this weekend. Josh, I appreciate you. I worked with Josh one-on-one for quite a while with longevity.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a good weekend. Really excited for it. And yeah, vacation's right. It's a bit of a break from normal work and it's a little bit more acutely stressful, but at least we're in a warm spot and I'm getting sunburnt and we're hanging out in the hot tub. I can't do pool, but pool is now too cold for me as well. Pool is my new cold tub that I'm boycotting. But I might actually get a cold tub. More on that later. Less for the body, more for the mind, because I hate having something that I can't do and I won't do. So I might just get one to do it.
Interesting.
Luke says feelings going against Brian in the finals. It's going to be a big challenge, and it's a privilege in a way to be able to go against him in his last World's Strongest Man, and then at his last competition in the Shaw Classic later in the year. So I'm going to soak that bit of it in, a little bit of strongman history. So I think it'll be pretty cool, and I think it'll be a pretty special moment for a lot. I mean, I wasn't much of a strongman fan before I started. I knew about it, but you'd be naive to say that the sport would be where it is without the impact to Brian. So all of our success and sponsors and prize money and fans, all of that is to an extent off of his back. And I definitely have recognition for that and a lot of appreciation for that. Along with the vein that we should never look up to someone, but rather identify something in a person that is worthy of emulation. What is worthy of emulation in yourself? What might others want to avoid? I feel like I need to be lying on a couch with a tissue box for my tears. It's a big therapy question. What would people want to emulate?
Work ethic.
Yeah, it'd be good to have my work, but it's also a bit
Level
of a pain in the ass, isn't it?
calmness. Yeah, I think everything is like a double-edged sword at times.
Yeah, a little bit, isn't it?
It's like your good qualities can become your bad qualities.
I think something to look up to, maybe ambition, like big goals. There's no shortage of those for me. I think something not to look up to is, what do you think?
You're just not good at not losing your stuff.
I can't keep track of my belongings.
You're always dropping something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer at 11 o'clock at night.
Probably just always being busy.
Yeah, you need to learn to shut off. Sometimes it's hard to get you away from things.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't a very good answer. I think I'm ready to hit the haystacks, sir.
Hassan says, if it comes down to you and Brian on stones in the final, I think you could win. Brian's better at stones and I'm faster. So I think if I was fast and made no mistakes, possible, but you also know that if you slip up that one little bit, Brian's right there, and Brian's a better stone lifter than me. So it's possible. I'd give the edge to Brian, but the odds are not zero. Canadian Friends went to the Myrtle Beach to wrecked everything. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's a good place to leave it. Guys, I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Any of you coming to Myrtle Beach, particularly the old mate who doesn't like me and lady with the dog.
I think they're the same person.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think that they own the dog.
Well,
Anyways. Okay.
I'm going to come say hi to you tomorrow, and sorry if I upset you. But.
This person keeps saying grow out the hair if you come top 5. I don't think people realize you can't grow out your hair.
Yeah, there's no hair to grow out.
You really grow it out.
Sorry, guys.
Anyways.
All right. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you. Speak to you soon.